I still remember few months back, I got an email and then I got a WhatsApp message. And she said that I wanted to become program manager, and she shared all those things about it. We started working, and a very interesting thing. This was the first time. She said that I want Mr. Abdul Rahim to coach me. I know you have
Yeah.
other people for I need the coach Abdul Rahim from your team. I said, okay, for sure. And it was like late of July. So she
Mm.
joined the one-to-one program, and that schedule was very interesting. I gave her group as well as one-to-one program. She jumped for one-to-one program, and in few weeks she enrolled into that. And then we started working properly on 2nd of August, and she passed on 29th of January. It has been a great journey with ups, down, challenges of all kind. But today we are recording the success journey. And
Yes, I can believe this. Summer.
and thank you very much, Mr. Abdul Rahim, for making sure along this roller coaster ride for last 4 to 5 months, you stayed with her, you stayed persistent. Even she had challenges you shared with me, but the most important thing is we cleared it. So, Mr. Abdul Rahim, before I ask Ms. Dina to share, why don't you share some way the journey in your point of view?
First of all, heartiest congratulations to Miss Dina. It's really a success for her and the best example of dedication and determination. Starting, she will tell us when she started, she was on the vacation. Early in the morning, we had the classes. She was in Greece, then she was stationed in US, and ultimately we end up in taking the exam again in Greece. So she will explain her journey in own words, but really inspiration, dedication, and focus is the summary of our journey. So please, Miss Dina.
So first of all, thank you so much, both of you. Amr was connected with me and he helped me start. But how did I know about Dr. Sami? I call him Abdul because I feel him close to me, to my heart. So can I call you Abdul? So I always wanted to take the PgMP exam certification because I was a project and program manager for many years, but I didn't have this certification. So I'm a PMP certified since 2011, almost 20 years of experience. For the record, I want to say I just now work for PMI. Why I want to say that? Because I have corporate partners who I help with examinations, with a lot of journeys, learning journeys, and they get to PMP, they get to PGMP. I was so connected to a team. I don't want to say name of companies, global, very big tech companies that I serve, and they go for the PGMP journey, their employees. And there is one that they are going by themselves, and they have their mentoring sessions. So I was always, kind of envious. I wanted always to do the PGMP. One day, but I never found the time because I'm a busy person. I have a family. So one day I saw on YouTube a journey like now mine is recorded. I don't remember her name. It was a woman from France. She was a PhD, and she was saying that, thank you so much, Dr. Abdul, Dr. Sami. I thank you so much. So I watched this and I was inspired, and I believed in Abdul, and I said, okay, I'm going to connect with them and I'm going to go through this journey because I want it. And now I found my mentor and trainer. So that's why I'm saying that even if I was experienced program manager and I would go through the questions thinking of the situation, how would I respond, I would have never ever done it without Abdul. And the reason is because not only he is, of course, very knowledgeable, his training, the booklet is the best, the way he has taken the time to break down the magic grid, the way that he coached us, but also is the support. He told us one day that he's accountable for us. He told me, I'm accountable. The other thing, I had a medical issue the last 3 weeks, and I told him my plan, and he was with me. And the other thing that I was so, so I was trying very hard. And last day before I take the exam, he called me. He says, everything's going to be fine. So he encouraged me. He was there for me. I had a partner. This is a very challenging endeavor, and he is the one to help you. So this is what happened.
Okay.
It took me.
Thank you very much for sharing that. And Vanita, basically, she cleared from France, and she has been a torch to many people, and that is one of the reason I'm recording your journey. Same you can do for other people. Okay, let's talk about little bit about exam. So exam, PGMP exam is 4 hours, long questions. You guys made it that way. So 4 hour long question, 170 question. How did you manage with all the health conditions, with all the challenges? How did you manage time?
So you that I had prepared for longer questions. So the questions were medium long, not too short. There were also short questions, a few, but the questions were not too wordy. Like sometimes we had too much. It was like 3 or 4 sentences. So the thing is that in my exam, I found it very challenging. And the reason is because you really need to have understood everything very, very well and understand the situation very well, because it was, it would give you some, the multiple choice that you would, sometimes I didn't know. For 20 of them, I didn't even know what to choose. I had to go back to my experience. But also the way that I studied with Abdul, all of the content that we went through made me understand very clearly what I need to focus on. You need to understand all the domains very well. And the thing that helped me is that I prepared. Like this, the things that Abdul said. Do these questions again, second time, go through. So without hard preparation, you got to put the time. This is what helped me.
Okay, that is good. Mr. Abdulham, can you walk through the journey or her journey, please?
Yes, once we started on 2nd of August, then we were having the classes, and the first part was writing the application. So I will go from the beginning, as she is already experienced. So I still remember she wrote one of the longest application. Each section was around 950 words. I still have all the record with me, and then it took me a lot of time to reduce it, and it was so well written in form of formation and this and that. And she said that, Abdul, why I should delete it? I did this work. So this was so good and difficult to shortlist it to make it as proper words. So that was our first step. So Ms. Dina, how was the application process with us, and how was you writing? And ultimately we end up in 500 words.
So this one again, it's something that if somebody wants to do it by themselves, it's very challenging with, just if you don't have somebody, if you want to read the books and do it by yourself, like how all the PMI says how to do it, it would be very difficult for me from a perspective of like, it would take me much longer. I mean, for me. And also, so Abdul was very, very clear. So you helped me very clear what I need to do. And then you took it and you helped me when you shortened it, then you gave it to me and do that. So I had to approve it to see if this fits what I want. And of course, I would never know all the details, even if, I am in this world for so many years. I wouldn't know how PMI wants that from me. I wouldn't know that. So you helped me immensely there.
Good. And then later on, we went to the chapter-wise questions. In the beginning, that was tough. But I think at the end of the day, how would you relate? They're going step by step, doing the chapter-wise questions, and then we came to the mocks and then to the simulator. How approach you will try explain this? Is it okay, or we should directly go to the simulator? What is your experience on this journey?
No, I think that the way that I experienced it was great. The thing that you did, you said that don't worry about the time, just do the questions. And this was great because for me, it worked because it actually felt very good. I was feeling like I'm running a program now and I'm going through these questions. And so I was doing well from the beginning, but not at the point that I can pass the exam. So, and then maybe on the third, I got frustrated because I didn't get 70% or something. And then I thought I needed to go back to study. So I believe, yes, start from the chapter questions, then go to the green, blue, or the different domains, and then to simulator. The thing that if you don't, if you see you want to go faster, I wanted to go faster. So you cannot cut corners. You cannot. Then I had to go back to the theory. I had to go to the magic grid, understand everything. And one tip that I want to say is that if you want to go through some questions, for you is better to read very, very well the booklet and the magic grid for, let's say, it's benefits management. You have to really read that chapter very, very well. And after you read it, you're going to do much better on your answers. That's what I was doing.
Right.
So one of the most important thing when we talk about one-to-one program, it's a customized schedule. Like last night, I was having discussion, somebody from Jesse. I said I add on PgMP, so I was getting some. I was having discussion and I was sharing your journey. Like when we started, Dina was in States, then Greece, and then keep on working into that way. Uh, so Dina, how this customized roadmap, the roadmap that is one actually designed for you, since your journey was a little bit longer because of difficult challenges and your schedule is different from other people, how this customized roadmap that works for you was important.
Yeah, so in this stage of my life, I knew that I'm a very busy professional. I travel too because I'm in corporate sales in PMI. I have all the very big accounts, so I had to, go and present in different areas. So I knew that I wouldn't be able to do it by myself or to go for a cohort. I mean, because I had all these, challenges. So, and also I had another challenge that was unpredictable. So it's better that I was personalized for me. So I chose that. But I want to say that if I was not that, if I didn't travel too much. So I know everybody's busy. So before in my life, I did, in my PMP, I did it actually by myself because I was not traveling. So I was working very hard, but traveling can throw you off. So for me, I would highly recommend, even to people who just really want to have, some special attention or special time with, if you can, you can, buy it and give it to yourself or like as a gift, I would prefer that. I mean, I would just prefer that. But also cohort would work too. I mean, if you're not, you can accommodate it.
Okay. Okay, let's go a little bit more into that. And like there is a coaching call, and that is something we do for all the certification, but for PGMP, for busy professionals like you, and the system that we had is like customized roadmap and then coaching call. That is question answer session. Can you explain in your wording, what do you think what it is, and is it useful or is it a waste of time? How you put into that way?
So the coaching call, actually, I was, very few times we were only the two of us because I watched the coaching calls with other people and it was very valuable. The reason is because if you are by yourself, you can ask these questions, but then if you are with others, they ask so many other questions. So you learn from them. So I did a few coaching calls, only one-on-one, and the most was the very valuable to be in the coaching call. So what is it? It's like we're coming there. We have the either going through the booklet or the questions, and then people ask questions. So we answer the questions. Everybody's answering, writing on the chat, and then we discuss when we get it wrong, why it's wrong, and sometimes we have our own opinion and say, no, I think it should be like that. And then the thing is that Abdul is just amazing to justify why the answer is that and not that with very, very very close nuances of the meanings. So it's very, very important. Coaching calls are really, really important and good. They help a lot.
They help us a
Okay,
lot.
and
Okay.
this in this coaching call, because as you know, when we are doing the questions, the similar copy paste question never comes in the exam. So surely the discussions, when you are having the discussion from listening to the listen point, so I think once any tone of the question will come from that topic, then you are able to target it.
Yes, true, true.
Okay. Okay. That is great. Anyone has any questions they would like to ask her? She just cleared PGMP, and it's always great to get a heads up from those person who have cleared PGMP, how they can do it. Adina, if you would like to share advice to all these people, how they can clear PGMP, what would be your few advice, do's and don't do's? We can.
Yeah. So I would say, okay, try to follow what Dr. Abdul will tell you. Really, he knows not only the content, but he knows the journey. He knows how to get you there. So really, listen to him, go through the classes, and go through the content. In the beginning, so for example, in the beginning, I saw the booklet. And I said, "Oh, this is easy. I can go through this. It's a small booklet. How come I don't know this booklet? I can learn this." But then if you if you see that this booklet, then if you see the questions that can come out of this booklet or the echo, another thing that they echo the content outline, then you will understand that you cannot just read it and just learn it. You really need to put it into situational questions. So one advice is really do the work follow what Abdul will tell you, the reading and the questions, the advance of the questions. Follow the process. If you follow this, trust the process. This is what my advice is. Trust this process. The second, don't leave anything unanswered before you go to the exam. Just repeat and repeat. But if you have questions and you don't understand something, you really need to understand it. Because if you go there, then they phrase the questions in a different way. So if you don't understand it, then you cannot answer it the right way. So that's the second. And the third is, of course, don't panic. That's something. You need to be very calm. And the last day, just don't only read again, Abdul was telling me, I didn't read much the last day. So just be very, very calm. Your mind has to be very clear because it's situational questions and you need to be very well rested. I slept a lot because of my issue, of course, the medical issue. I slept like 12 hours, but sleep very, very well before and be calm when you're taking it. And you're going to definitely do it after these things I said.
Thank you. Okay, Dina, the trademark of my program is everything is there. You can get the content, things of those nature. But the trademark of my program is follow-up. As you mentioned, he told me that uh, he will hold you accountable. That is what we called follow-up, regular follow-up till you become certified. PMP, PGMP, RMP. We are offering, since we are PMI ATP, we are almost offering all the trainings of PMI, not the value one yet, but majority of them. So follow-up in all the trainings that, and Mr. Abdurrahim is one of the best in what he does and how he does the follow-up. So, but why I'm very interesting when we do follow-up, because when you do follow-up, you need to understand the culture, you need to understand the custom, you need to understand how other person perceive it. Some people can perceive it too pushy, right?
Yes.
We don't, you don't want to be get accountable to someone too much. Some people loved it, right? So there is always a balance in that. And what are your feelings about it? Did you like it? Did you don't like it? And
Very much.
what does a
Very.
gentle follow-up was for you? Can you share?
If Abdul didn't follow up with me so much, I mean, I would have probably taken another month or whatever, because Abdul was saying, and very, very gentle, very gentle. He's just a wonderful person. I just want to meet him in person. So, because he was very gentle, he says, Miss Dina, how is it going? Just a text. What is the progress? And sometimes I didn't have progress. I said, well, I don't have, yeah. So I love it because he held me. You know, it's important even in our work, in our personal relationships. We need to, for me, for my culture, my personal culture, not only the Greek culture, but the personal culture is like, I really like for somebody to hold me accountable. Yeah, because we agreed that you're going to do these questions you didn't do. Okay. He's never going to tell you why, you know, but he will actually tell you, how is it going?
Monday first. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Sami, please.
Yes, and Ms. Dina, one another thing from you about the busy schedule. What, because all the PGMP aspirants who are coming to my our program are at least at the level of a program manager. Means I'm mostly also from the age perspective above 50 years old. So how would you say how to maintain the consistency and sneak some time from your busy schedule?
In the beginning, I was not doing it right. So I was taking breaks. In the beginning, I was doing whenever I could, like in my vacation, it was great because I had all the day available, and then I would study like for 2 hours. It's easy. But and then when I started working, I didn't study every day for 2 hours. So I had to give up a hobby. I just want to say, and I said to myself, I need to give up this hobby because in the beginning I didn't give up. I thought I would do it together. You know, I just thought I would be going for this dancing and then I will become. But no, I said, well, now I want to commit because, and then after that, there is a trade-off. You have to let go of something. So I got my priorities right. What do I want to keep? So I kept the very, very important, the basics. So for me, but very important. So on the weekend, I would go out on Saturday. So you have to really know what you're gonna. But on Sunday, I would study. And then Abdul said, "Oh, you need to study a little bit, even a little bit every day." So, and then I did it. So and I was flying in for work. In the airplane, I had my booklet and I had my questions on my phone. The phone helped me so much. I will tell PMI to create an app or something, but because we have app for PMP, I will suggest. They will not do what I say, but I will suggest. The reason is because I used the phone a lot. So first of all, you need to try to do it every day, just a one page or two. So from Abdul, I got that because you are connected. You don't lose the meanings and you're connected always. And then I had to give up something. And the third thing that I did is like, I was a little more flexible with my deadline because my deadline was for December. For me, my deadline was late December. And then I saw that I was pushing myself too hard. And if you do that, you push more than you want with all these that are happening and the holidays and all then it was not good. So I accepted for myself to go a month later. We discussed it. So you gotta be consistent. You gotta have a trade-off and you gotta be flexible with your deadline. That's what I would suggest.
Right. So the lesson learned from for all of you who will be listening later on also, as always, I say maybe every day 5 minutes. If you don't have the time, keep the booklet with you, read it one page. That will keep you engaged. Because if you make a break, maybe you take 3 days break, it will take you 1 week back. So that is a key point. And dedication and focused is a trademark and motivation for all of us, especially who is watching this video.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And this is what Mr. Sami said, one is always greater than zero. This is the mantra that we follow. One is always greater than zero. Take one step at a time. Abdulrazak, Jabbar, Zavidik, Kamar, Nikos, anyone has any question, you can raise your hand and ask. Thank you, Miss Dina. Thank you for that. Miss Dina, do share your picture with us, and your certificate. Will make a thumbnail of it. And with the certificate, I will put the success journey. You can share with Mr. Sami, and he will give it to me. I will share your success journey, and I'll post this success journey tomorrow by making the thumbnail into that. It has been a great journey throughout the way, and I'm really proud of you. I keep on asking like every second week, what's the status of Dina? And Mr. Abdurrahim, as he is kind, he always say, I don't want to push her too much, and want to make sure she closes that. For me, the most important thing is her health. He has a good heart than mine. I have to say. Our focus, we need to make sure she becomes certified as soon as possible. And because my brain works in this way. Someone join, they need to clear, and that's it. I'm a more of a business oriented person. He's a kind-hearted person. So I
He's
want
amazing. He's amazing. I like you too. I want to say thank you, Amr, too. Without you, we wouldn't have done it. So we are a team. We worked as a team. Amr first, and then you brought me this jewel there, gold, or
thank
a
you.
diamond or whatever. And so, I mean, I really like that. Even PMI. I'm very, very inspired also by PMI. I was a chapter leader, chapter president, and now I work for PMI. Knowledge there, and all you guys who work with PMI, and you are such a important and valuable people who help the community and the professionals of the world, like me. So I've been a professional program manager for years, and I couldn't get this very, very high level certification, and I want to grow this. I've talked to Abdul how we can, just work together. Who knows what we will do just to create, I don't know, training, how to apply all these things from the certification in the best way. And another thing that I know this, and I will post it on LinkedIn for sure, that PMI has done the survey for project success. I always say that what comes out from the survey is so much aligned with program management. Yes, project management, but also program management. The benefits delivery, the strategic alignment, and the stakeholder management, especially those three, are very connected to project success. But I will write something for this. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining, and thank you for this awesome success journey. Thank you, Mr. Rahim, for
Yes.
making
Thank you
sure.
very much, Ms. Dina. Enjoy the day and we stay in contact. And
Thank you.
thank you very much for your kind words. Really appreciate it.
I
Thank
just
you.
want to say one thing in the end. If Miss Dina can do it, if more than 65
Oh,
to,
yes.
I'm 100% sure. Whoever is watching, let's start your journey. Contact me at 848-338-0545, and we'll make sure you become next PgMP.
And I wanna wish you the best of luck. And if you do these things that we said, you're gonna get it. Best
Thank
of
you.
luck. We want to grow the PgMP family, okay?
Yes,
So
thank you very much.
I will come to the next PMI international conference. Last time I wanted to come, but I had another one. So see you there also.
yeah, I'll see you there. Thank
Thank you very
you.
much. Thank you very
Bye.
much. Bye.
Bye.
Bravo, Dina.
Thank you. Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ.